Well, morning boys and girls, friends, enemies, how the devil are you? Do you know the one thing I really hate the most? The amount of weight I've put on. Doing nothing and snacking lots. Not good for you, is it? Oh, I noticed when I put my bike trousers on, I had to breathe in a bit to do them up. So today, I'm just going nowhere. Decided go for a ride with no agenda. Different types of roads. Just see where the heck it takes me. I know the best part of our county. Can't think of anywhere exciting to go. So don't bother with excitement. Just have a ride and have some fun. Not that up quick. I wasn't there a few weeks back. The problem is, of course, we're used to going out for a ride and perhaps stopping for a coffee somewhere or going to see an attraction, you know, sightseeing, whatever. But we've still got a very high death rate in the UK. Yes, they're opening everything up, slowly but surely. It's not the right time. So do I want to walk into a coffee shop? No. Do I want to go where there are other people? Not really. Although it will be a bit of a round robin, at least I will be out on the bike. Just sort of doing my own thing. It's amazing how much traffic there is out here. I think the whole world's just ignored, just gone out. And I would say at this time of day, on this particular route, there is far more traffic than normally. It's well past rush hour. Don't know. Where shall I go? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Looks like Costa's are open. Well, it's a drive-through. It's not easy doing a drive-through for coffee packed out on a motorbike. Where the hell do you put the coffee while you ride somewhere to sit and drink it? And I think you'd look a bit of a dipstick walking round the drive-through. It's mobbed. People obviously been missing their instant shot of caffeine. Is there anything I miss? No, not particularly. There's nothing I actually long for or long to go to. I'd like to ride up and see my friends, but I still don't think that's wise at this moment in time. So I'll just give it a miss. as you know from watching my videos, I don't really go many places. I just enjoy riding, and isn't that part of the fun? Just enjoy riding about. I wish there was some speed repeaters on this road. I didn't see a sign for a speed limit. So is it a 30 or a 40? Colchester Council can't be asked to put a few repeater signs up. Is there anything you miss where there would be crowds of people? Any particular shop or restaurant you really miss? I mean, a lot of people do miss that social side of going to a certain coffee shop, restaurant, shop, even hairdressers. I cut my own hair, so who cares? Remember this when it was the main A12 from the east coast to London. That used to be packed with lorries. Oh, I'm going back a long time now. It's all dual carriageway. Where these blocks of flats are, there used to be a lovely truck stop. A nice meal, really cheap, nice meal. And there was a second one next to it, which is now a diner. Used to be a little cafe. So if you didn't want a full-blown meal, you could pop in there for coffee and a sandwich. Oh, now is Shell open? That's the question. Well, it looks it. I need some proper fuel. I've been running on supermarket stuff, which is not necessarily the best. So, give the bike a nice drink. £109 a litre. Filled the bike up for 12 quid. Ha! Long may it last. That reset my trip meter. Sure, I've been paying at supermarkets, pay as you go at the machines for fuel, so I wasn't overly sure about going into a kiosk, but yeah, she's got a screen up, notice on the door, one person at a time, all good if you ask me. Now I don't suspect I will be staying on this road for long. What do you think? Throwing out some shit and some grit. Biggest thing I've noticed, how clear the skies have been without all that vapour trail and the shite that aeroplanes put into it. And look out in the evening and it's just, I mean, clouds today, but just spotless, and it's so bright. The atmosphere is so bright, and now we're all going to go back, bless, and fuck it up. This again used to be a trunk route, the old A120. It used to be the cross-country route to get to the M1. Pick up the 414 and go up to the M1. Now everybody just goes down to London, round the M25 and up the M11. A lot longer, a lot less fuel efficient. Well, I don't know, because this road's all stop and start. But these are the roads I remember driving. Let's go down here, Great Tay. Why not? Don't think I've been down here for a few years. When driving was fun. Motorways? No, you can stick them. Don't like them. What's this guy doing? Oh, good grief. That looks nice. Is it a genuine Willis or is it Ford? Not close enough to see. And is it genuine or one of the later build together jobs? You know, bits are. Where are the experts? Who's going to tell me? Nice little beastie. I'd like one. Great for just pottering around. I doubt I shall ever have the money for one of those, but you know, we can dream, can't we? I nearly bought one when I was living in Jersey, and the guy had almost finished restoring it, not a lot to do, and I was really interested and the price was right, I could afford it. And he didn't have the correct paperwork. It hadn't been registered. So there was no way of knowing whether it was a rebuild from a French body or, you know, it just, there was no way of checking its history. So I walked away. The money he was asking was fair. That's how I could afford it. But those brakes are better. But I didn't want to buy a vehicle that I could have trouble re-registering. And then you take it to a show or something, because I wasn't and am not an expert, and people start to pick holes into it. No, I suspect he'd had other people come in to look. Oh, don't get me wrong, it looked beautiful. Well, these are different lanes, aren't they? I don't really remember them, so I'll just make it up as you go along jobs. Oh dear, they look once then pull out regardless. You. Chapel, welcome to Chapel. Oh, I know where we are. That's the name of the place. It's got a big old viaduct on the left there. Is it on the left? No, it's on the right here, look. Big old brickwork viaduct. Road ahead closed. Well, I was going to go down that, but we'll go this way instead. I wanted to go down that way because there's a gorgeous humpback bridge. If you get it just right, you can get some real air. And it's one of those that you can sort of see the road ahead as you're approaching it. And then it sort of disappears as the bridge comes up in front of you, but if you know there was nothing coming, just give it a bit of gun. Done with that today. But you don't have to go mad. About 40 miles an hour and you get both wheels off for a little bit, 45, 50, and you'll get a good 3 or 4 meters of air before touching tarmac. This is the sort of countryside I like, to the left. I'd love a house with a view like that. Just nice rolling hills. never happened, but that's what I'd love. It's either that or on the beachfront like I lived in Jersey. So you look out of any window and all you see is the sea. Instead of overlooking other bungalows and the car parking area. What would be your ideal dream home? Or are you living in it? You may be living in it. The other one I'd hover for when I worked in Austria, I love the mountains. Something sort of a third of the way up a mountain with a whole host of mountain views. Heaven. Absolute heaven. Don't give me a sad face, pal. 33 is perfectly legal. My speedo said 31. My speedo is pretty much accurate. How do I work out 33 is pretty much legal? Well, you're allowed the speed limit plus 10%. So 33 is still within that legal range. The trouble with cameras is they don't allow that 10%. So if you're caught on a speed camera, 33, you goosed. You get a ticket. It's a revenue maker. We do have some pretty villages, don't we? So yeah, where would you like to have your ideal house? What would be your ideal view? I would accept rolling hills, over the sea or mountains. I'd be cushy with any one of those three. And the house wouldn't have to be grand. Bedroom, living room, kitchen and bathroom. Do me. Chalet in the mountains? Yeah. Perfectly happy. Let's go towards Coggeshall. Halstead's boring. I don't want to be in towns. I just want to roam and ramble. So far I'm doing pretty well. I am definitely still out of practice. Not a lot, but I notice, because it's got a really twitchy throttle, I notice I've lost that knack of doing the throttle without any jerkiness. So I've got to get back into it. Only a minor. Have you had your first ride? How did it feel? Mine the other day felt quite strange actually. I can't say how, it just felt strange. I was still in 40 for Christ's sake. I felt sure we would have come out of that. Everywhere's 40 in this bloody country now. It's getting to be the new favourite speed even between villages on nice clear roads. To the coast. And this was another town on the 120 we used to drive through. As you just saw, there's a bypass, and boy did it get narrow in places. Used to get really congested. This is not the main road, this bit. The main road is over there a bit further. Now, the main road was a little bit like this section. Hey, imagine two articulated vehicles, or 18-wheelers as they're known in other places, coming through a village like this, but we're talking hundreds of them. This was a main route. I think it's nice that they had a reprieve with the bypass. Must be a nice little village to live in. I need a drink. I think I've got some I've got some water in my pack. I might stop and sit somewhere nice shortly. Yeah, I'm just taking you along for the ride. You don't have to come. that's it. You guys have fun. Stay safe. Smile at the miserable buggers. Bye.